Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the new endeavor of my life in which I'll be trying to monetize and film every single thing that I do and create content out of this. Some people would call it shitposting. I would call it the Sigma grind set. Everyone thinks differently. There's two sides to every story. And my proof of that is the Civil War, because that's my APUSH topic of discussion for today. So, this assignment, this is the North versus the South of the Civil War, and it's about who had the advantage, who were the favorites going into the war. Accompanied with this assignment is a Google slide, Civil War, North versus South, Union versus Confederacy. It shows which states were part of the Union, which states were Union slave states, which were border states that still held slaves, but they were part of the Union. Those states being Maryland, Delaware, West Virginia, Missouri, and Kentucky. And the rest are states that seceded either before or after Fort Sumter in April of 1861. So this goes over some of the advantages. It shows how the North were having to invade the South, and all the slavery. It shows the population differences between the two. Shows the resources. Pause on all these if you want. But I already took notes on those, all right? I already took notes on here. Basically, I got the North. What were the North's advantages? Well, they had 12.5 million greater population. They have more railroad transportation, 150 million more dollars. That's very important because their whole plan of surrounding the South is going to cost a lot of money. But that's not going to matter if you have $150 million. So that's one of the things that I was thinking about. They have 97% of the nation's firearms, so they could just be blasting those Southerners. Boom, 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 get that Confederacy out of here. You feel me? The main disadvantages they had was money, honestly. Because it would cost a lot of money, but at the same time, an advantage was their money. So it kind of cancels out, which is bringing me to the point here that I want to make. I believe personally, based on the information given in the slideshow, that the Union had the better chance of winning the Civil War. This was due to their abundance of firearms, vast railroad network, and millions of more troops that they had. And they had 97% of the nation's firearms. I already went over that. However, some would argue that the Confederacy were actually favorites because they had a home field advantage, meaning the North had to come invade the South. That's not really going to do too much good for them, though. If you don't have any weapons, it's going to be pretty hard just not even to lose. And furthermore, they don't even have railways. They have railways in the South. They're just not as extensive as in the North. And the North, the Army, which is the most important part, not just the population, but the Army of the Union itself, had millions. Just not millions and millions, but like 1 million more, maybe. Where's the slide? Here it is. Look at all the military forces that the Union has. They got a lot. So if you're doing this assignment, you got to pick who has the advantage going into the war. I would say the North. If you want to argue for the South, you could probably say their generals. These guys, all West Point graduates. Maybe that means something. Couldn't have meant too much though, because they did crumble and fold. W's only. So yeah. That's that. This is the North versus South APUSH homework for November 27th, 2022. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this helped you with your North versus South, who had the advantage going into the Civil War. See ya.